So all of this is basically my explanation for why I'm going to be leaving the farm. Yes, I'm leaving. I'm leaving, y'all. My name is Deja, and I hope you find serenity. I hope you find serenity. I hope you find serenity. Greetings, y'all. Welcome back to another moment in time. You saw it in the title. I am so done. I am so done with this off-grid life. For those of you who may be new here, my name is Deja Serenidad. I have been living off-grid on this farm, my off-grid farm here, Finca Serenidad in rural Costa Rica, since 2022. It's been 3 years and some months. And I'm tired. And everything is always falling apart. I'm just going through it, y'all. So let's chat about it. Doing this alone is not easy. Not only did I come to Costa Rica literally at 21 years old, I didn't come here with a whole bunch of savings. So when I got the land, when I built this cabin, everything I've ever done, I've always had to raise money. I'm currently running a fundraiser. My goal is to raise $10,000. I've raised about $3,000 so that I can build again, because the structure that I'm in is temporary. It's made out of wood, like from the land and from some land nearby. It's not treated wood. It's full of ants and termites, and most of the ceiling pieces are weak, and some of them are falling down in the back near the bathroom. I'll place a clip here. It's completely coming down. Sawdust is always falling from the pieces. And there's also some holes in some of the roof pieces. So when it rains really hard, which it is rainy season, the roof is leaking. Now, I have been through a lot on this farm. If you've seen my vlog series, I have 20 vlogs showing, like, from the beginning to most recently. I think it leads up to 2024. Of all the different variety of projects and things and updates to the space that I've had since I got started. I got started in my tent under a plastic roof. So it's been beautiful. It's been challenging, piece by piece, learning, making mistakes. But the biggest problem for me is actually that I didn't have enough money to just from the beginning just build a solid structure, right? So in my first fundraiser, I raised, I think, about $4,000. And so that wasn't enough for the land. So I ended up getting family members to donate money for the land. And I used the $4,000 that I raised that was supposed to be for the land for the lawyer fees and also to build this cabin. And that's all it could cover, really. So yeah, and then along the way, I've had some smaller fundraisers. Sometimes I've run a fundraiser and literally gotten 0 donations, like trying to do things. Sometimes I've had things donated, like someone donated the money I needed for the solar panel, which doesn't work. We'll talk about it. And someone donated, I had a water tower break. So I had a water tank break apart, and they're expensive here. They're like over $200. So I had someone donate for me to get a new water tank at one point. But other than that, it's been just me doing whatever I can with the little bit that I have. I live in a very rural, small town. I don't have Wi-Fi here. So I go usually to the local library and I teach a Spanish class and some English classes. The classes have slowed down the last 2 years because there's this new program in our town where these Americans, this group of young American women come from the west of America, and they give English classes 5 days a week for free to the same age group that I was teaching before. So I don't have any of those students anymore because now they have an option to take a class for free. And it's a great class. It's 5 days a week. Awesome. I was only teaching them once or twice a week. But yeah, so my ability to make money teaching English to kids also has gone way down because even I am recommending to them to take that class because the local people don't have so much money to spend on English classes. So they're doing that. I used to teach some neighbors English, but now they've moved. So it's just like, I'm just finding money here and there. Honestly, what I make the most money from is when I give my inner child healing sessions, which gives me a good bit like to survive off of as far as like just eating, Don't cry. What's wrong? Stop crying. And that also fluctuates. So there are times when I'm giving sessions regularly. Like right now, I've been giving sessions pretty regularly. And there are times when I could go a whole month or 2 months without giving a single session. And they're now donation based as well. So everyone donates differently. Some people give me like literally $5, y'all. No lie. Some people just obviously do not value my time or energy or offering, but they give what they can. And other people give me as much as like $70 or $80. But again, it varies completely. The money that I'm making basically is just enough for me to survive and feed myself and put gas in my quad. It's not enough for me to like have just $500 on the side so that I can buy some materials and get a project done on the farm. And that's the thing in Costa Rica, like building materials and these types of things. I'm sorry, my dogs are doing the most. They get on my nerves. But yeah, you need to have hundreds and hundreds of dollars just to buy materials. And then you need to also pay for labor. And that needs to be money that's not cutting into your personal living expenses of just, for me, I don't pay rent. So I only have to pay for food and transportation. And that's it. And also I do travel back and forth to the States at times. So also having money to put aside to go towards tickets. So yeah, I have not had that this entire time living here. I stay true to this mission because I really value being here on the land. I value having the freedom and the time to work on music, to plant things, to learn about permaculture, to like have the freedom to go and volunteer and help other people with their projects and not be tied down to like a job with a really strict schedule. So there are many things that I value about the way that I've been living. But at the end of the day, now that my house is falling apart and I'm working on a fundraiser, and at first, you know, the donations were coming in, but now it's pretty stagnant. And just really sitting with like, I am done begging for money. I'm so done with that. I'm so over it. Like, this is a new era and I need to be working more. I need to be putting in the effort and the energy to create more abundance for myself. And ever since I made that decision, it's been working out. I'm currently offering an inner child healing course, a virtual course. And so far I've had several people sign up, so I'm really happy. That's going to bring me some abundance, and I think I'll host a few of them throughout the year. I've had, like I said, a lot more inner child healing clients in general. I'm collaborating with 2 other women on a women's retreat on the Caribbean coast of Costa Rica. It's happening in November. I'll leave the link in the description. I'm working with this organization called Liberated Daughters, and we're doing a women's retreats. So also stuff like that. Like, I love giving retreats, but collaborations are more profitable because, you know, we collectively bring our energy together and our resources together to put together an offering that's super valuable and super potent. So I'm very excited for that, and I hope that it leads to more collaborations with women. If you're a woman out there who watches me, who does virtual workshops or retreats or something that you feel like I could fit into, or even if you need musicians for something, I make beautiful music. You can find, I have a playlist here on YouTube with my music, so you can check it out, and I have more coming out soon. Singer-songwriter, playing guitar. So if you feel that I could fit into something that you're creating, like, let's collaborate, because I'm so exhausted of doing everything by myself. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. So all of this is basically my explanation for why I'm going to be leaving the farm. Yes, I'm leaving, y'all. I'm leaving this shit. I'm not going far. I'm actually just going to be renting a place. Actually, there's a woman I just met nearby who has an off-grid space, but she has cabins already built. So I think I'll move there. I'm also looking at some other options, still deciding. But it's going to be something close by because I'm leaving the dogs here because my dogs don't have no sense and I can't take them nowhere because they embarrass me and they do the most. So my plan is to get a really nice dog house built outside so they have a place to be. Yes, I'm talking about you. I'm leaving. I'm leaving you here to watch the farm. Yeah, so my plan is to build them have someone build them, pay someone to build them a really nice dog house. like official with a good roof so that they're protected in the rains. That's the thing. It's rainy season and it is storming. It is storming. I mean, pouring buckets and buckets and buckets of water. We give thanks for the water, but my house is not set up for it. And when it's windy and stuff, it gets so wet in here. Everything gets moldy. I have to constantly clean. Even when I'm laying in my bed, there's water falling on me. So I'm over it. I'm so over it, y'all. So I'm going to be renting a place. It will, of course, add an expense. However, because I'll be in Wi-Fi, I can teach more. I can teach classes online. I can give more inner child sessions. I can focus more on my courses. I can do more things with YouTube and TikTok, which I am monetized on. So by watching this video, you are supporting me and I give thanks. If you'd like to donate, I'll leave the GoFundMe in the description. You can also share it even if you can't donate. You can also go through and be watching my YouTube videos, and upping my views on YouTube does eventually get me a little bit of money. So I thank you for that. And also, if you want, you can follow me on TikTok and watch my videos on there. However you feel called to support, if you're called to support, it is very much appreciated and I need it right now. Also, if you are interested in doing inner child work, or if you're curious about what that is, I'm offering sessions that are completely donation based right now. So everything is going to be in the description if you would like to book a session with me. I'll be much more available now because I'll be full-time in Wi-Fi. That has been the other thing, you know, even though I'm here on the farm and I can go to Wi-Fi, that kind of limits the hours and the times that I'm available to go and get Wi-Fi to give sessions or to teach online and things like that. So once I'm renting an apartment or house with that connection, I'll be able to work more often. And that's pretty much my plan, is to just spend the rest of the year just working more, also creating and recording music to put out and share with you all. When you're on the farm, the thing is you have to give a lot of time and energy to the farm. Like, I don't think y'all realize, to really be a farmer, people out here who are really farmers, who are really producing lots of food and stuff, it's because they be on the land. You have to really show up and be up every day, like tending it and continuously checking on plants, finding methods to resist pests that are, for me, need to be natural, organic methods. Continuously planting, harvesting, and all these things. So I do it here and there when I can, but I could never give my all to it because I always have to leave and go find a way to make money. So yeah, it's been a bit of a journey it's been a bit of a challenge is what I really want to say. It's been a bit of a challenge. Life always comes with its challenges, and it also comes with its gifts, and it also has gifted me with so much. There's so many things I love about this life. Also, living without Wi-Fi has been really good for my brain and for my mental health, and I give thanks, and I will always value what I have learned here. But right now, I just need to remove myself so that I can be a bit more stable. And in that time that I remove myself, I'm also going to be slowly cleaning out this house because this is coming down. Even when I first had it built, the guy told me that he thinks it'll last 3 to 5 years. Well, it's been 3 years, and yeah, a lot of things are falling apart. So only thing sturdy really is the floor. So I'm going to be working to save up money, continuing to promote my GoFundMe as well, so that I can get to a point where I can basically tear this down and build again a new house. And then ideally in 2026, I'll be back on the farm in my new house, sharing with you all everything about it and how awesome it is. But on top of all of this, I wanted to share with y'all that I'm not gonna continue to be off-grid. So if you don't know, being off-grid basically means you're not plugged into the system, so you're independent with your water and your electricity. I have a solar panel, and my solar system is a panel, 2 batteries, and an inverter. Okay, the inverter is what basically transfers the energy from the panel to the batteries and allows you to use it. However, I've had 2 different inverters. The original one I bought, and then I replaced it because it broke after 3 months. And then the second one I got also broke after 3 months. And these are expensive. They're like almost $400, the ones I got. And it's basically because the space is so open and bugs get in it and different issues. The first time it was because bugs got in it. The second time He was like, it was just a short circuit or something. And I was like, I'm not about to drop another $400 on an inverter. So I literally had power for maybe 6 or 7 months. And I've been, the majority of these in some months, year, the majority of the past 3 years, been about 3 years and maybe 3 months, I have not had power. Which, honestly, not having power is the least annoying thing about living here. It's the most chill part of it. However, as I move forward, I would like to have electricity in my space so I can have a fan. I need a fan. I just need a few more comforts. So now there's more neighbors along the road. Actually, today when I came in, I saw one of the neighbors is connecting electricity to his house. I still think that at some point I will perhaps also add in some solar panels to have some backup electricity. But to be honest, solar is expensive when you're just investing into it. Once you have it, if it's running perfectly and everything is like the equipment is protected and safe, you don't have to pay for it every month. You pay for it once and you're done. However, just to get several panels set up, like for example, I have my system that I told you about with one panel cost me $1,000, also with the installation. So yeah, if I want to have several panels, it's going to be a few $1,000s to have several panels up. And honestly, with that much money, I can go ahead and I can connect to the local electricity. If you don't know, most of Costa Rica uses green energy anyway. And now that there are more neighbors, they're starting to bring the electricity line up the road. So I'm going to go ahead and connect to the electricity line and get the local electricity. It'd be costing like $10 to $20 a month, and it's still green energy. So I'm done struggling, y'all. I'm about to get this electricity connected. Also, the water. If you've been watching my vlogs, you know how many times I've gone through the water going out. So again, my pump is broken yet again, and it's broken after I had just got it fixed. And I had just been living without water for about 3 months before I went to Kenya. Got it fixed while I was in Kenya while someone was watching the land here. As soon as I got back, it's broken again. So I've gone another 3 months or maybe it's been just 2 months, 2 or 3 months again without running water. Luckily it's rainy season, so I just collect rainwater. However, I am sick and fucking tired of not having running water. It's fine in the rainy season because I collect the rainwater and it's always abundant. However, in the dry season when it's not raining and I have to go to the river 3 times a day to collect water in just like the gallon jugs for washing all the dishes, for bathing, it's just too much. I'm so done. I'm so done. And I'm realizing more and more now that even to be off grid, it's an investment in the beginning. If you have, a good $15,000, $20,000 to get a great water system set up, great solar system set up, get a good structure built, then you can maintain yourself off grid. And I'm just in a place where before I was willing to live so humbly because I was learning those lessons, but now I'm like, no, I deserve more. I deserve comfort. I deserve ease. And I'm willing now to make the investments that are necessary, and even the sacrifice of giving more of my time to work and save money alongside the fundraising so that I can have the life that I know that I deserve, and also the life that I need to live, because I need to rest. I am exhausted, and doing this alone was not smart. I think it's my biggest regret because everything's always on me. It's always on me. Of course, my family wants to help, but especially my mom be always wanting to help. She's always so worried about me, but the way she helps really stresses me because she just thinks I'm insane, and she's always upset about the way I choose to do things, the way I've chosen to do things, and I'm just tired. I'm just tired of her looking at me like a failure too. I'm like, girl, let me get myself together. Let me do the work to get myself together so you don't have to feel like in this constant state of worry about your child. Which I'm okay. Look at me. I'm happy. I'm healthy. And I'm still happy. Even though I go through my challenges, even though I'm literally cringed out and annoyed, I go to sleep and I wake up every day with love in my heart and with gratitude and with acceptance for my situation, because I did choose this. And like I said, alongside the challenges, there are all the benefits of an experience like this. And I give thanks. I give thanks for what I have learned and what I continue to learn as I move forward and I transform this entire reality. Just got fresh out of my Saturn return as well. So I think that was a big part of it. Like, it's a new era for me. I'm 29, I'm about to be 30. Like, I need running water and electricity. And a lot of people here on YouTube and especially on TikTok, they're like, keep going. We're so proud of you. La, la, la. Yeah, it's real easy for y'all to tell me to keep going when y'all are sitting in the comfort of your beds in your homes with air conditioning and running water and electricity. That's real easy for you to say. And I'm happy that I'm an inspiration, but let me inspire you to do it better than me. Do it even better. Do it way, way better than me. Because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm following my heart, but I'm figuring it out as I go. So I highly recommend you watch also people who are off-grid, who are actually sustainable, who actually have great systems in place. And you will see that, again, having that initial investment makes the difference. It completely will transform this. Like, if I had started this project like post buying the land and I had $20,000 or $30,000, I would have gotten everything set up and it would be sustainable. Still, of course, there's going to be maintenance, but it would have been sustainable. But instead, I started with like literally after the lawyer fees, like $2,000 something and just was winging it from there. So I've learned my lesson. And also I'm healing my relationship with money and like knowing that, okay, I do need energy in order to create something of the magnitude of which I'm trying to create. I do need energy. Also, people sometimes comment on TikTok and YouTube and say they want to come and help me. And I'm like, I don't even have a place for you to sleep. So the greatest help you can give me right now is financial help. If you actually have the skill set, like have experience building with natural materials, have experience farming, and really know what you're doing to the point of like, you can come here and teach me, then we can collaborate. You can send me an email. All right. And I don't even have money to pay you. So that too, you know. So yeah, a lot of people are like, I get that everyone is well-meaning and we come from this beautiful place of innocence, but the practical side of me is coming out and saying, hey, I need real stability and real structure. I need that masculine feminine balance. And that's what creates real empires, right? And it's just me, so it's lacking in some of that masculinity for sure. But yeah, I'm still very proud of myself for what has been created so far and the space that I've held. I've had amazing experiences here on this farm. You can go back and watch my vlogs and other videos to see more about what I've been doing here. And I would never take it back. I would never take this experience back. But I am about to change. I'm ready for immense change. I'm ready, I accept, I'm open to it. And I give thanks. So thank you for watching. If you stayed to the end and listened to all of this, mwah, I love you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And of course, I hope you find serenity. Hope you find